How's everybody doing?
Doing all right yourself?
Yep, I'm doing pretty good.
All right, John Boyle, would you like to start us off?
John.
John Boyle.
Sure. Tyler, just obviously not the result you guys wanted as a team, but what was going well for you tonight to put up those kind of numbers?
It was a blessing, man. I give God all the glory. Just being able to just put in the work and just wait for the opportunities and try to help out the team as much as you possibly can. Honestly, I think one of the biggest things that just helped me as an individual going into the game was I was listening to who used to be my youth pastor. He's now a pastor, Michael Todd, and he was talking about Forgiveness University. And one of the things that's been holding me back just as a person is unforgiveness. And so that's one thing that that really hit hard these last 2 days, yesterday and a little bit of today. And I started to feel a lot more free whenever I went out there. And as a person, I felt better. And I felt like I was able to help the team out a lot more. Unfortunately, we lost the game, but I really think that we put ourselves in a great position to learn a lot of things that could help us throughout the rest of the season.
Jackie Montgomery.
Tyler, from your perspective, when you saw DK chasing down Buda Baker to save them from finding the end zone, what did you see on that play?
That was an amazing play. I honestly, that was probably one of the best plays that we've had this year. When you see how Buda caught the ball and how he was 15 yards in front of everybody almost, just the fact that he never gave up, he took off, he caught him, he stopped them, and not only that, but they didn't even score, not even a field goal, and then we drove down and we scored after that. That was a big time play, and that was a big time play by a big time player, and that was one of the best plays that you can see him make without him touching the ball.
Art Teal.
Um, Tyler, the offense was doing well in the first half, 27 points, only 7 in the second half. What happened in the second half that slowed you guys down?
Honestly, I don't know. I was too invested in the game trying to figure things out. I think Arizona did a great job just being able to adjust and try to switch up some things. Maybe they understood what we were doing and how we were trying to attack them. Who knows? Maybe we just didn't convert on the third downs like we usually did in the first half. I just think they did a great job just towards the end of the game just to be able to capitalize off of our mistakes. And they just ended up finishing. I think we put ourselves in the best position to be able to finish even after they missed the field goal. There's just things that we got to constantly work on. Being able to maintain a lead and not give it up whenever we have those times where we're up by 10 or up by 14. But like I said, I think it's just a learning experience overall. But I think Arizona really did a great job.
Curtis Crabtree.
Yeah, Tyler, when we talked to Russell, he was kind of beating himself up a little bit over the three interceptions that he had tonight. When he throws for 388 and three scores and carries you guys as much as he does, is it kind of, I don't know, kind of jarring to see him beating himself up over the couple mistakes he makes as good as his season's been so far?
Yeah, but like the thing about Russ is Russ will never stop. Like he will always want more because he expects more of himself. And it doesn't matter what type of game he has, if it's spectacular or what. He always wants to get better and he always wants to be able to improve off of whatever happened in that game. You might see him have a perfect passer rating, but he still see things, whether it's coverages or whether it's reading, figuring out who should get the ball based off of leverage and based off of number one, number two, number three, number four that's in the possession. I think the biggest thing about Russ is he always wants to get better. And it's unfortunate to be able to see him beating himself up, but I know that he still sees himself the same, expecting more out of himself. And I'm looking forward to getting back to work with him, being able to help out as much as I can. All of us are, and just continually being able to put ourselves in a better position. We can always help him out more. We can always get open more. We can always make those blocks more, move the chains more. It's not on him. It's on all of us. We put ourselves in a hole, and like I said, we could have won this game. We could have won this game at at the fourth quarter, if we got the third down, we wouldn't even have to go to overtime. But, these are learning experiences, and it might turn out to be one of the best things to happen to us. If you really think about it, we could have been 6-0, or we could have been 5-1. And sometimes you got to have a wake-up call. Sometimes you got to get hit in the mouth when you thought you won the fight, and it progresses you to be more successful down the road.
Greg Bell.
Hi, Tyler. Did you know after what the Cardinals, how they defended Metcalf in the December game, did you figure they were going to do that with Peterson again and you might have more opportunities today?
I think the coaches just had a game plan of thinking that Pat P might follow him around. I think that we had a lot of specifics going into the game plan, and there was just sometimes you just adjust based off of what they do. I think that we saw a lot of things based off of what happened in our first drive, and we just wanted to continue to work and continue to exploit certain things. And, I think we did a great job with that. I think we left a lot out there just as an offense. I think we could have, like I said, we could have got better on those third downs. We could have got more open on the scrambles for Russ. But overall, I think we did a great job just putting ourselves in a position. But the biggest thing is we have so many great players that can make plays. You see David Moore on that third down, catching that ball, being able to move the chains. It doesn't matter who they try to guard. It doesn't matter who they try to take away. We have a lot of great playmakers on this team, and that's the thing about a great team is there's multiple playmakers that could be able to do a lot of great things.
All right.
And you're going over and over again with these toe taps almost every other game. Do you actually practice that particular skill, or that's just improvisational when it happens?
I think for the most part, we there's times where we might practice it, but honestly, I think it just ends up happening. There's times where we don't even know how we did it. All we can say is that's God. We don't know. But I think what you've seen this year is even David, he's made so many spectacular toe catches, toe drags, and we always talk about it, and we just talk about how we just try to make plays, and sometimes those are the plays that you're looking at the ref trying to figure out how did it even happen. And once you score, a lot of people seen it and they talk about it, and I haven't even seen it yet. But it's just one of those things that you just constantly work at. You try to get a feel of your surroundings, where you're at. Obviously, we don't know because we're looking at the ball, but sometimes you could tell where you're at, and you try to do the best you can to be able to position yourselves to be able to catch the ball as well as drag your feet in.
All right. Thank you, Tyler. Thanks, everyone.
All right. Y'all have a good one. Thanks.
Thank you.